I was going to come on here today to talk about the Tory leadership election and the new Tory leader. And I was going to do that kind of assuming, perhaps naively, that the American election would go the different way. But here we are, Trump has won. So actually, much as the leader of the Tory party isn't something that doesn't matter in the overall scheme of life for the world and the planet, it doesn't matter compared to Trump, because for all of the dodgy people and people I don't agree with at all who the Tories put forward as leaders, at least they are not openly climate change deniers and people who've been convicted for sexual assault and worse, and giving away state secrets, and all the stuff that Trump has done. I still can't quite get my head round how, however much you might not like Harris, and don't get me wrong, there's loads of problems with the American Democrats. I mean, they're openly, very openly pro-Israel and the whole Gaza thing. They are not really left-leaning. I don't have much in common with them, but what I do have in common with them is that whoever they put forward to lead their party, whether it's Biden, who was too old, or Harris, who, as I say, has policy positions I don't agree with, whoever that is better than a convicted. I can hardly say it. I mean, he's broken so many laws. He's been convicted for them. He openly admits to sexual assault. He has boasted about wanting to shoot his opponents and use the military against them. He's got a vice president, or vice president elect, who has been very open that he doesn't think women who don't have children should have the vote. I mean, the whole thing is mad. It's absolutely mad. This is a guy who, the last time he lost, tried to have a coup and stole lots of top secret documents from the government, put them in his bathroom, and then he's giving them to Russia. And I mean, you couldn't make it up. It's like a joke. It's like, if you could think of the worst person to be president, almost the worst person, it would be Trump. And then you've got people like Musk and all those, crypto bros in America who are lining up behind him because, they see him as an easily led patsy to get what they want. It's just like in the 90s, the Russian oligarchs. There's the ultra wealthy in America now lining up to take power from the people. And people say, oh, it's only 4 years. Don't worry about it. After 4 years, people will realise their mistake. But that's not how it works in America. In America, they have this mad, politically appointed Supreme Court, which is already weighed towards the Republicans. The two of them are probably going to die or retire in the next 4 years. And so he's going to stack it with more Republicans. So the whole thing will be massively majority hardline Republican. So even if Trump drops dead, 2 weeks in or something after he's appointed them, too bad. I mean, for the rest of the life of the people on that Supreme Court, they'll be able to just basically do what they want, right? Roll back the right to abortion. And he's got all the rest. He's got the Senate, and the Republicans have just got everything now. It just, I could go on about how mad it seems that Americans, it looks like he might even have the popular vote, which he didn't have the last time he got in. How can people be? I mean, it just puts the perspective, I think Brexit was a stupid mistake. I think people were lied to, but they were lied to by people they had reasons to believe, I guess, because you don't think the Tories are going to lie to you. Well, some people don't. But it pales into insignificance to electing somebody who openly doesn't agree with democracy, and who openly hates so many people who are voting for him, like women and non-white people and foreigners. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if I expected this post to make any sense. I don't want to go on, but today my faith that people are fundamentally decent but sometimes misled is being tested, and it doesn't feel good. And I really worry about the future of the world now, because America, for right, better or worse, isn't just about doing, the leadership isn't just about what happens to the people in America, it's about what happens to the whole world with climate. And obviously, to a certain extent, in Europe with Ukraine and all that sort of stuff. I mean, it's just nuts, absolutely nuts that it even got to this point. So yeah, happy happy November the 6th, everyone. It's going to be an interesting ride, isn't it? At some point, I might drum up the enthusiasm to talk about the Tory leadership, but blimey, blimey.